working on this little guy right here, trying to get that finished. But in between a couple of builds, I finally managed to get a diorama that has been close to my heart finally finished. If you brothers will stick around, I'll switch this camera around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Be back in a second, guys. Okay, now let me see if I can get in here without knocking anything over. As I mentioned, not long ago, we had announced, actually it was about a year ago, we had announced a Styrene Syndicate did, a SolventAbuseUK Maschinen Krieger group build. And it was to run the whole year, and it was supposed to end in August. So last August we did it, and it was supposed to end this August, and this past August. And you know, the reshuffling of the Styrene Syndicate, you know, the contributors, and me starting all over again, kind of put this one on the back burner, and it kind of became like the stepchild. It was quickly forgotten, and a lot of people joined in on it, but I didn't forget it. This was my tribute to Mark Derek Long, who is also known as Dread, SolventAbuseUK, because it was through Dread that I found, that I actually first saw a Maschinen Krieger on one of his videos. And it was through him that I started looking at more and more and more, and I fell in love with them. I've since acquired many of them, and this is probably my favorite genre of science fiction as far as these are concerned. So I finally finished it, other than having still to glue this piece down, and I'll get to that in a minute, and to glue him down. I don't know if I want to glue him down because it'll be easier for me to transport it, but I'll get into all that a little later on. So I wanted to show you guys some of the features on it. Now what I've done here is, if I zoom in slowly here, I don't want to go too fast where the camera doesn't pick it up. This piece here is a Savage Forge Minis piece. I got this from Savage Forge Minis, of course. It was sculpted by Dennis Zarnowski. I don't know if he still has any on his web page. He might. Let me turn this a little bit. He might still have a few of them. I don't know for sure. But that's where I got this from. If I turn them around over on the side there, you'll see on his helmet there, I added a Red Dragon Model Works, my logo on his helmet right there. It's a beautifully sculpted piece. It's got a lot of nice detail to it, as you can see. There's also a backpack, and as I turn him around, I'll show you that. But yeah, that's again, it's a Savage Forge Mini. You can go to, and I'll leave the link right. I'll put a link right about here, Savage Forge Minis, where you can find this here. And then the centerpiece for this is the Luna Gans, which is that bad boy right there. That's the Luna Gans. Now, I didn't want to paint them in the obvious colors, because every time you see these things, you see them painted in camos and all that stuff. So I left it in a brushed aluminum kind of look. Painted this green. This was done with I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think I might have used Minotaur for that green. And of course, this is a wicked purple. This decal came with it. That's an aftermarket decal. And then if you look closely, like right in here, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more. If you look closely, right in here, that's from a Warhammer sheet, Mechanicum. But yeah, there's a few added extras here, and up here at the top here, I added a few little extras. But let me turn them around so you guys can see a little bit from the back. I used, for all the rusting, Like, let me get this over. I'm having a hard time here. The rusting, like right in here, that's all done with oils, burnt umber, raw sienna, and then some AK products, you know. All the little rusting you see all up in here was done with oil paints. You know, all this is oil paints in here to rust it all up. There's also, like I said, some AK products in there. Here, let me lower this light a little bit more so you guys, so I can. I also, I added a little graffiti, as you see right there. This light is not, let me get a better light, guys. Give me a second here. The light is not that good in here right now. I hope that's better. It's raining outside, and I tried to get some better lighting in here, but anyway. This is, this piece here is a decal, but I went in and with my Sotar 2020, I did some edge work on it. This here piece right here was done freehand, as was this piece right in here. If you look down there, you know, all this was done with oils. You know, just, you know, blending oils in there, and then I sealed it once it dried, and then that red you see there is AK Interactive, the rust colors. It's all up in here, the same thing in here. All this was done with oils and ushi powders. Where's it at? I used this stuff right here to help bring out some shine on that, because the base color was sorry about that. The base color is Vallejo, and the Vallejo isn't really a good chrome. So, and then this here, this part, these are done with a cork. Let me zoom in again. I'm trying to figure out how to use this camera a little better, guys. That's done with cork, and of course I added a few little weeds in there. This is a piece from Warhammer 40K. Let's see if I can get in a little closer. And what I did there was I did some marbling effects on that, and I dirtied it up. Now I still need to probably I need to seal it, and then I'll probably put a wash on it before I glue it down. And then up in here some dust, and then put some dust all around it. But yeah, for the most part it's done. I just need to do a little bit more of some work on that. You see right in there, that's all cork with pigments, airbrushed work, inks, diluted paint, pigments. I got a little bit of grass in there. I got a piece of a tree, like right there, that I found outside. Right in here, there's some stones, you know, little rocks, some talus, you know, and I put that all up in there, a little bit of some of that still water in there to give it a little wet effect. And then over here, of course, you'll see that there's a little branch there. The other thing I did was, if I can zoom back out, there we go. I'm trying to figure out how to use this. This wall right here, I did that with, where's it at? This stuff right here, you can get this over at like any home improvement store. This is insulation, you know, and you buy this in, I believe it's 2x2 sheets, you know, and that's what the base is made out of, and that's what that piece right there is done with. So there it is, guys. This is I'm pretty proud of this little piece here. I was in a hurry to get it finished for the Butch O'Hare show that's in a couple of weeks here. So next I'm gonna work on this guy here. I gotta start painting them, and I got some figures that I gotta do for this Panzer IV right here. So he's next on the hit parade. Also, that guy right back there, him. I'm gonna start working on him. That piece right there, and the base for him right here. I gotta do some work for that base there, and there's another figure back there. So, but yeah, the other thing that I didn't show, I don't think, I worked also on this guy. Now he's nowhere near done yet. Looking at him, I still got to put a dull coat on them. So this is my Balrog, and I got to go in and do some touch-up work on it, especially like right there. There's a little stain there that needs to come out. But I got to do some touch-up work on them. But there's the Balrog. I'm going to hit him with a dull coat in certain spots. I'm going to try not to hit this with too much of a dull coat because I want that to shine a little bit. But the rest of it will be hitting a dull coat. And then there's the base. So I got that one done. Oop, let me back up a little bit. And then there was one more that I worked on. Was this one right here. Now this piece here is a Wrath of Kings, the Fulong Destroyer it's called. It's a Chinese dragon, as you can see. Let me go in. And it's got the little rider on it. It's a hard plastic. I really like the way his belly scales came out. Those are pretty cool, as you can see there. There's a lot of blending. Well, let me back up a little bit. There was a lot of blending that went into that. If I can't get this to, there we go. I'm trying to get it to focus. So yeah, there was a lot of little individual blending went into this. But I really enjoyed painting this one too, you know. So this is my little, it's called the Fulong Destroyer. So I wanted to show you guys that also. So that's where I'm at right now, guys. Just wanted to show you that. Still around, just got a few things done here. So give me a second and I'll be right back. So that's what I've been up to, guys. Let me know what you guys think of my diorama there, my SolventAbuseUK Maschinen Krieger tribute build. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed looking at this little guy here. It's called a Fulong Devourer. I'll have some photos at the end here to show you guys this little cat. Also, I'm pretty proud of this one. My daughter bought this for me for my birthday a couple years ago, and I finally got him done. And I'm pretty happy I finally did him. Again, like I said, I'm going to do some touch-ups in here. You know, I still got to darken up the bones. You know, his bony structure and his wings. A little darker brown. Seal it. And then put a nice little wash over it. And do a little bit of dry brushing on certain spots. But he's, for the most part, done. Also, I'm going to be switching gears a little bit. I've got a couple of more Titans that I'm going to do. But I'm going to also jump into a few of these that I've been itching to get to. This guy right here, which is the M16, the multiple gun motor carrier from Dragon. It's a 1/35 scale. I believe I have a set of aftermarket 50s, but I'm gonna check and see again. I'm almost positive I've got a set of Lion Roar that I got from Guido Hop. Also, I'm gonna be working on this one right here, the Bradley, the M2 Bradley. I've got an idea for this here. I'm gonna look for some figures to go with this. Want to do something like a Fallujah type of thing with this one here. So that's about it from Smog's Cave, guys. I wish you all well. I really do. I want to remind you all, you know, if you're not members now, please, I ask you to go over to our Styrene Syndicate YouTube page. You know, like and subscribe. Same thing here, you know, if you're not please, you know, let me know what you guys think down below. I get a couple of guys that do this, but they don't tell me why, you know. Not that it really matters, but, you know, man up and tell me, you know. I mean, I'd like to know, you know, any advice or you guys have, you know, I'm more than willing to listen. So, remember, brothers and sisters, you know, love your families, you know, be good to your families, you know, be good to your children, love them, you know, leave the drama to the queens. We don't need it. Build a damn model, brothers and sisters. We'll see you guys this Saturday at 6 p.m. for the Styrene Syndicate show. We'll be broadcasting that on the Styrene Syndicate YouTube page. I'll leave links for all of this stuff down below. You know, remember to, if you guys aren't already, and if you do Facebook, we have the Styrene Syndicate Facebook page, Red Dragon Modelworks Facebook page. I'm also on Instagram and Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. So, if you guys do any of that social media stuff, come look me up. You guys have a good one, man. It's Red Dragon saying peace. Be good. Stay healthy. Until next time, guys. Ciao.